Hi everyone, Tony here. To follow on from the Wood Street video last Monday and the kind reaction I got, coupled with the isolation we're all undergoing, I thought I'd start a weekly course of watercolour painting, open to all. So with a fairly basic introduction here, I know what you're thinking looking at this, oh no, but bear with me. This is basic, but it's an open YouTube channel, so total beginners might be looking in on this. I don't want to go into lots of theory, so I thought I'd just go straight in. So we're looking at flowers because they're a good introduction to watercolours. They've got colour, technique and composition. It's a no-risk subject because you can't really mess it up. That's a poppy. We'll start with a poppy for the very beginners. It's just a blob of colour with a black centre and a stem, but it uses the power of watercolour. It's so delicate. You get a nice crisp edge so easily. You can pull the colour out, and a bit of contrast as well. And if you're not a committed botanist, then it will do as a poppy. This one is more complex, so that's like another little lesson coming up. So we'll start with the poppy. Very basic gear, 3 colours. I've got Scarlet Lake, I've got cadmium yellow and French ultramarine blue. 3 colours. You can do an awful lot with 3 colours. 2 simple brushes, synthetic number 8 and a number 4. That's it. All I need in addition is a tub of water standing by. Looking a bit grubby actually. So let's make a start. I've penciled the rose in because it's more complex than the poppy, but the poppy will go straight in. So it's a fairly thin mix. So poppies have a very frilly edge, so we don't have to be pedantic about it. That's one. The other is more of a side view. There. Simple. Let that dry a little bit. Okay, not bone dry, because next bit of magic, it has a dark centre, so I'm mixing the blue with a bit of red. Pop it in the middle there. You see how it explodes into action. Tiny bit more. I'll mix some green now. Yellow and blue, mix it down here. That's still wet. Get a bit more fire. I'll dab this. That's it. gives it a bit more character, and because I've let it dry, it maintains this nice crisp edge. Always looks good. Right, here we are, green. Bit darker. Fading out to nothing. Slightly paler this time. Bit more dark. Red and blue with a tiny bit of yellow. Really very dark. Done. 2 poppies. Yeah, very simple, quite pretty. Nice picture for Auntie. Okay, so that is a simple lesson number 1. Number 2, the rose, slightly more complex. So a rose has a structure and petals, so I've drawn those in. It's fairly angular as well. It's got fairly crisp lines, so quite distinctive. So Scarlet Lake again. And I'll just paint right through. Just stick to the outline. A bit more water. This is a rolling wash. We'll come on to this in later sessions. So you keep that edge from drying out, just pull it down, smashing. Okay. So I'll let that dry again. Just turn you off for a second. Right. Dried. Slightly damp, but that's good. Smaller brush. So we're putting the detail in now. Now this is a stronger mix. Let's try this. I'm just blocking in the darker regions which are in shade. The very centre will be quite dark. Now this will be very simple. The rose is a complex flower, so you can spend hours on one rose. Well, not hours, but a long time. I'm thinking this is nearly done now. Dark. You see it's seeping in because it's still wet, which is good. Okay. That's not finished, but I'll come back to it. Green. It's going to run into the red. You never know what's going to happen when you do this. So you can see the two colours running into each other slightly. Always a worrying moment. Okay. Dark in there. Getting. So these leaves might just catch the light. Bingo. Stem. Leaves. Now we're not going to win any art prizes with this. This is just purely a demo on technique. So I don't care. Just careful brush control. And there's a few dodges here and there. Now this old brush has developed a kink or a bend. I like that. Dry quickly. Done. Almost. Now we've got enough shadow there. Here's a nice trick to get a bit of shine on these petals. Just wash the paint off. Remove it. Don't overdo this. that's just about it. How's that looking? Very similar. Right, that's all done. Hope you enjoyed that. So keep practicing, that's the key to success. Now, as some of you may know, I already posted this one, and I had the radio playing in the background, and YouTube refused to air it because they detected Tracy Chapman singing. Poor old Tracy, they didn't like that at all. So I was able to retrieve it, but all the sound of Tracy was taken off, along with virtually everything I said. So I thought, charming. So I've done it again. So that's what I did last time. This not much difference really. I mean, it's not wonderful art. It's just a nice little thing. So it's a nice picture. Right. Tune in next week. Stay safe, everyone.